For more on what's at stake, let's bring in Chief White House Correspondent Nancy Cordes and Chief Washington Correspondent Major Garrett. And Major, what about that? Trump's advisors may want him to focus on policy, but he loves the personal attacks.
He does, but these are nervous times within the Trump campaign, and some of that has crept into the former president himself. Why is it a nervous time for the Trump campaign? Because they know under the best polls, internal and external, they're close. They're not ahead. They were once ahead in this race. They've lost a lead, and they've clawed their way back to a tie. But they know Vice President Harris has more money, more enthusiasm, more volunteers. All of that works to her benefit. So how do you block that? How do you rearrange this race? They've basically given this nervous candidate something that calms him down, a mantra. What is it? Inflation, immigration, world on fire. Whether you agree with those characterizations or not, the Trump campaigns believe all three of those issues work to his benefit. And no matter how difficult this 90 minutes gets tonight, always go back to inflation, immigration, world on fire. That's the way they want to try to define Harris as the incumbent, not the change agent. They want Trump to reclaim that ground.
Well, Nancy Cordes joins us as well. And Nancy, but despite that, the vice president has to be preparing for personal, nasty attacks from Donald Trump. He's done it in the past.
Right, and her campaign advisors say she is preparing for the kinds of attacks that she knows are going to come her way, that she's too liberal, that she's too soft on crime, that she's too tough on crime. He's actually made both arguments, so they say she'll be prepared for either one. Yes, she will fact check him if he says things that aren't true, but they say she can't spend the whole night fact checking because she's got work to do defining herself, explaining her positions, explaining who she is to an electorate that says it still doesn't know enough. And Norah, I'm told that no matter how tonight goes, they will be pushing for at least one more debate between Harris and Trump.
We do know voters want to hear more about policy and what they will do in the future. Nancy Cordes, Major Garrett, thank you so much. And our coverage of the presidential debate begins tonight at 8 Eastern right here on CBS, followed by a live simulcast of the debate at 9. And then we'll have CBS's expert analysis, so we'll see you right at 8 p.m.